Hi, welcome to Life Through Our Eyes. I'm your host, Debbie.
And I'm Jackie.
We are so happy to have you all back. We're still shaking it up around here and bringing out our shakers to ask each other a few questions. So we're doing more of a rapid fire question answer situation. So you can get to know us and hopefully we can get to know you too whenever you guys answer your questions and let us know how you feel about these topics or again want to share any topics that you like. So I'm going to start this one and ask you a question, Jackie.
Okay.
So these are getting low. All right, let me see. Low. Okay. So, ooh, Jackie, is honesty always the best policy?
No.
Okay.
No.
Do tell me
I,
why.
I believe in white lies. And I believe that, life just be lifing, and we're hard enough on ourselves. And I know being in customer service and being
Yeah.
in the face of customers, and you just sometimes you gotta lie. Sometimes
Yeah.
you gotta lie. And you gotta fake it till you make it. And sometimes you work with people or work for people or encounter people in your work atmosphere. And let's just even say take it outside of work, family members. Sometimes you just gotta not everybody needs to know everything. And uh there's
I understand.
situations I believe.
Yeah, I understand.
Because the world is harsh enough. You know what I mean? Sometimes you can say a little white lie, make somebody feel a little bit better about themselves, maybe feel better about a situation. Even if you're talking about how your day was, sometimes you just gotta lie about it because it don't have to be all out there. So yeah.
Right. I think to your point, I feel the same way. I do think that honesty is not the best policy in every situation. I think all of us generally do tell lies whenever people are like, "Hey, how's your day?" And we're like, "Great," and we're not thinking it might not be great. That's not the truth. But again, you don't want to be like, "Well, my dog just died a couple days ago and I've been really sad and financially drained because he died kind of out of nowhere. And then like cremation costs were like $300 and it's Christmas. And so, like, honestly, I'm kind of feeling like crap today. And then they're like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, God, that's tough. And then, you're kind of thinking, now, do they think you want something because you just answered the question honestly? Or did you just bum
Yeah.
them out
Yeah.
and they were like in a good mood? Now you're like, my dog died, and they're like, oh, okay. So, and then also, like, to your point, sometimes people are like, hey, girl, do I look fat in this dress? You don't want to be like, yeah, you look fat in that dress, you look fat in every dress because you're fat, like you don't want to say that either because that's rude. So, yeah, I do
Because
think, I do
that's
think there's,
rude.
yeah, it's rude. I do think there's a time and place to lie. I do. I do not tell the truth all the time. Um, but then I oddly tell the truth about things that everyone lies about, like Santa. I never told my kids about Santa, and everyone else lies about Santa, but that was just a lie that I just refused to give my kids because, you know, uh, they don't, I just did not want to base it off of a big lie that was told for years and years and years and drawn out and then they found out later. But like if they're like, is there any chocolate left, I'm gonna be like, no, there's no chocolate left, when it's like clearly in the pantry where they can't reach it because I want that chocolate. So yeah, I'm gonna lie. I lied plenty of times.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, and
that was a
and
good
I
one.
do, I'm one that values honesty as well. So I mean, but if I had to, there's moments where you have to.
Yeah,
Yeah, and then there's
absolutely.
people, and there's moments like you have to be honest. But if you got to choose, yeah, I still gotta sit and say, yeah, there's
I don't
times you
think
got to.
honesty is the best policy. Yeah.
Not all the time.
They're like these lying bitches. Like they don't tell the truth about nothing.
Mm-mm. Can't trust them. All right. Mine on open.
Too much ice in
All
there.
right. guess got some good ones. Ooh. All right, Debbie. Jealousy, toxic or human?
Toxic. The reason I say it's toxic, not human, is because jealousy really is a story that you make up in your own mind about what
Mm,
you think is going on in another person's life. And usually it's not really always based off of truth. And it's
mm,
not always something you can even reason with because people have already made up their minds about something that is not the truth. So I do think that it's toxic to be jealous because if you're secure and you remind yourself that even if they experienced it in another relationship or whatever that thing is in another relationship doesn't mean that that's definitely going to be how it will be with you. And so being jealous is basically saying that you're insecure, and if you're insecure then you need to fix whatever it is about yourself first before you come into a relationship, because no matter what they do you're always going to find a reason to be accusatory, and to me that's toxic. You're just not healed. If you're jealous you're just not healed.
mm.
That's my opinion though,
Oh,
remember, in
I
my
like it.
opinion.
Yeah,
What about you,
yeah,
Jackie?
exactly. And it's opinions, not
Yes,
facts.
opinions.
Yeah, yeah, I like that. You made a lot of good points. And I totally can't say that I disagree with any of that. I
Hmm.
will have to say I think I almost kind of more stand on the point where I feel like it's human to feel jealousy. You know, what we can control is how we react to those jealous feelings, right? And just like you said, the story that we paint in our picture, you know, whatever we're telling ourselves will dictate how how we behave or react to it. So I feel like that feeling, it's human. It's human because it's not just in relationships, right? It's growing up. I'm jealous of my friend that always makes good grades. I'm jealous of my friends that live in these big beautiful homes. Like I'm jealous that I don't have a dad that's around. You know, to feel that jealousy, to not have something you want or see somebody have that. I'm jealous of that. But
But
guess
again,
what?
that's isn't
I'm
that
not gonna
telling yourself that story though? That isn't that still creating a
hold
story
on, hold
that,
on.
oh sorry.
Because we're not, but this is opinion, right? Right.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, so I feel like it's a human thing to feel jealous. But what you do with that feeling afterwards is your choice. You can either let it float away and not let that be a thing in your life, you know, or you can react, let it be a thing. But I do. I feel like it's a human thing to feel jealous. Yeah. What were you gonna say?
Oh no, it's okay. That was good. That was good. I like it. Was I the one next? Was I the one? I
Yes.
can't
You
remember. I was like,
next.
I think I'm the next one.
Yeah.
All right. Do you think it is important to keep up with current events?
I do. I do think it's really important. I think it's good not to let it control all your thoughts, but definitely to keep updated because
Yeah.
this is, especially in the world we live in today.
Yeah.
You can't just be an ostrich with your head in the ground. Um,
Hmm.
well, you can if you want to, but you might be a little late to some things that you might need to be prepared for. Absolutely. And I think too the people that you're close to, you know, because these things affect you. You know, it may not affect you today, it may not affect you tomorrow, um, but eventually it does. And the people you love as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I agree.
How
I
about you,
used
Deborah?
to, yeah, I agree. I used to hate that my dad listened to the news a lot when I was a kid. My mom kind of complained a
Mm,
lot too. And the older I get, the more I think it is relevant and important to keep up with what's going on. Not maybe always the propaganda of it, but searching and trying to sift through
mm,
the meat and spitting the bones out and really trying to get to the
yes.
truth of it and really asking questions and doing research, because we do live in a time with
Mm,
AI and a lot of misinformation and
a
algorithms
lot.
that keep guiding you into misinformation and keeping you on the path that you're already on or the mindset that you're already on, instead of giving
Mm,
you balanced thoughts and opinions and different sides, to things. If you're a Democrat, they're going to keep giving you Democratic propaganda, and if you're Republican, they give you Republican
mm,
propaganda. So I do think it's important to keep current, but to your point, don't become so obsessed with it that you are living in fear, because I think it's a good place to get information, but that doesn't mean that you have to stay fearful. You can take action because of the information you
mm,
get. You can, warn other people or do different things, like
right.
get passports
Start a
now
start a
and stuff
community
like that.
group. I
Yeah,
mean, you
exactly.
can actually do things. You can do things. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that it is important to keep up with current events, because as nice as it would be to just live in another part of the world and not know of any bad thing that's going on in any other part of the world, and not having TV or any of all these other things, and having a less stressful life, because we are interconnected now and do have internet and TV and um, airplanes and cars and all these different things to connect us more than we've ever been connected before in life. I think it's more important for us to know what's going on everywhere, because when something happens to someone out there, that doesn't mean that it can't potentially happen to me or my loved one as well.
Mm,
So I think it's important to, keep up, especially when it's things like uh, um, women being drugged or attacked or things like that,
mm,
and knowing the new thing that predators are doing out there. Like, one of the things that I saw recently was some restaurants or places of business have, like, on the top of the door, like as you kind of see where I'm pushing up here, there's like a little box, and they deadbolt. Like, some of them look like they're the thing that kind of opens and closes, but it's not. It's just the thing. In some places, it's a remote deadbolt, so they can, like, a girl can go to the bathroom and someone can deadbolt her into the bathroom. And people were seeing this online and going, "Hey, you notice this is over the women's and it's not over the men's restroom, or this is the only door that this thing is above." And, like, understanding, like, to be aware of our environment, to notice when
yeah.
a car's circling or watching you when you get out of
Mm,
your car, to, all these little things that we don't always think of. So I like keeping up with current events, because they do help you stay aware with new things that are happening, because people, especially bad people, are always trying to find new and clever ways to take advantage of people. So I think it's important to at least know, so you're aware, but not just be in fear all the time either. Because I'm not
right.
afraid to, like, go to the bathroom anywhere. I'm the first one to use a public restroom out of all the people I hang out with. And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I will go anywhere. I'm not afraid. I ain't scared." But I do still, I still am alerted. I'm on alert, I should say,
Mhm.
on where I'm at, what my environment is, and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
I think you have one
absolutely.
last one.
Yes, yes. Me.
Yay.
Hold on. Wait. We're gonna shake it up.
Shake, 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 shake it up.
All right. Let's see. We can. Hmm. All right, Debbie. Who should apologize first after an argument?
Who should apologize first after an argument? Whoever's wrong? I mean, I was waiting for, like, so this person or that person. Hopefully the person who is wrong, or um
What if
maybe
they both think they're right and they both think the other one's wrong?
it's a good point. Good point. So I don't know. I think I'm sticking with my answer. I think whoever was wrong. And I think you, and if that's both of you, then both of you need to apologize. But if neither of you think you're wrong, then don't apologize. I know that there are some couples that have agreements that we will not apologize if we don't really mean it. And even if the other person they know wants to hear an apology, if I don't feel sorry for that thing because I'm standing on 10 toes and that's how I feel, and I'm sorry you don't feel the same way, then don't apologize. But I think if you really do feel like you wrong someone, like that's the person who should say sorry, not just because they're expected to. I don't ever want a fake apology. I don't want somebody to fake apologize to me because they think it's what I want to hear. I want them to genuinely be like, yo, look, I thought about this. I realized that the way I came at you was wrong. What I was saying, I truly believe, but how I said it was not correct. So I want to apologize and tell you that I'm going to do this differently next time. That's what I want. I don't want yeah, whatever, I'm sorry, I said I'm sorry, can we just move on, because I'm sorry, okay, sorry, just calm down, I'm sorry. I don't like that. That's not genuine to me, and the calm down pisses me off like 50,000 times more too. Don't ever tell me to calm
It's like
down.
throwing
So
water on a cat.
literally, oh my
Yeah.
god. So yeah,
Yeah.
what about
I
you,
agree.
Jackie?
The telling someone to calm down does not calm people down.
Yes.
Yes. Um, I kind of like, I think where I feel is in the same realm as yours as well. I think whoever did anything that should be apologized for should
Hmm.
apologize. If that
Right.
means both parties, then both parties. If that
Hmm.
means only one or the other, then only one or the other. If that means neither, if both of them say just any argument, it could be any relationship, mom, daughter, sister,
Hmm.
brother,
Right.
romantic, whatever, you come back to each other and neither one of you were disrespectful. Neither one of you did anything that warrants an apology, then I don't think neither of you need to apologize. Nothing ingenuine. So yeah,
Yeah.
I think I kind of stand, where you do. The one who is wrong. Yeah,
Right.
for
The
any
one who's
for any
wrong.
wrongdoing.
Yeah, for
Just like
whatever
you
it is.
said
Yeah.
too, it's a good thing to say, hey, look, the way I said it, I need to work on that. I'm sorry. But still, what I said is not wrong, and where I'm coming from is not wrong. I cannot apologize for those things. And even if you have to sit there and be like, can we agree to disagree? And be able to stand on that, then great. But yeah, if there's no apology that needs to be said, then none should be said.
Yeah.
Yeah, and people shouldn't be apologizing for having feelings.
Yeah.
For how you talk to each other or how you handle them. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. Facts. Even though these are our
Well,
opinions.
opinions. Yes. But
Mm.
yes. Love it.
Well, thank
Did
you
we
all
want
again.
to Sorry. I was gonna say, did we want to do the 3 each on this one, or did we want to keep it at the 2
I
each?
think that was 3 each. Do you only have
I've
2
only
next to
got
you?
I only have 2 next to me.
Okay. We're at 19 minutes, so I thought we
Yeah.
did 3 each. Okay, then let's just
Yeah.
stop this one then, because
Okay.
maybe we chatted more on this. I really felt like
We did. We chatted more. The answers were longer on this one.
okay. Yep.
There was a
So
little
then yeah, let's keep it on this one. You want to do the closeout?
Okay. Yeah, sounds good. Well, I think that about wraps it up for this one. I loved it. These are so much fun. Thank you for joining us again. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, comment. Let us know any questions you want us to start. Pass them back and forth between us, or ones that you want to leave in the comments that you like that we asked, and you have your answer.
Thank you
Thank you so
again.
much.
Like and subscribe. Share with your peoples. We love you all. Bye.
Bye.